Of all the running back routes in the game, my favorite, at least my personal favorite, is the halfback angle route. Now, this is a route that I ran over the years from all kinds of different formations. Matter of fact, when I go into a playbook and I start looking at these offensive playbooks each year, I always look for at least I have to have a couple halfback angle routes, and you can pretty much find them pretty much in every single playbook. So it shouldn't be an issue. It's just depending on the formations that you like to run them from. And since I am a big gun trips tight end type person, I like to run it from this particular formation. Fortunately, I have it here. So what I want to show you is how I like to run this play against man coverage. So let's go ahead and take a look at it as far as the default pass routes. Now, this particular formation, because it does have 3 receivers lined up on the left, and there's going to be some things that I have to do to make some adjustments to make this play work the way I want it. So let's go ahead and look at the default pass routes first. We're going to work our way on the outside here, the outside receiver who runs this 5-yard in route. As you can see right there, he runs it in towards the inside. Now, for me, I don't like that particular route because what he's going to end up doing is he's going to run his route towards the angle route that's ran by the running back. I do not want him anywhere in the middle of the field at any point, so we're actually going to hot route him in just a bit. And then to the inside of him, which is the middle slot receiver, he's going to go ahead and run this streak or seam route down that side right there as you look at it. And then the inside slot receiver, he's going to run an out route into this area here. And we're also going to hot route him. We don't have to, but I prefer to, so that's going to be an option. I'm going to leave that up to you. We'll talk about that here in just a bit. The tight end, he runs his out route, which is fine with me. He runs up here and he breaks towards the outside over there, which is all right. I have no problems with that route because that gives me a nice outlet to look to throw to just in case the running back isn't open or has some other issues. So let's go and look at the last route, which is the running back, of course, which is the play's primary receiver, and he goes into this area here and he breaks over the middle. Now, with that, we're going to go ahead and show you the hot routes that we like to run. Now, keep in mind, this is against man coverage, but this particular route, the halfback angle, for me, has always been an effective route against both types of coverages, rather be zone or man. So with this, we're going to go ahead and make some hot route adjustments. And the first one I'm going to go ahead and do here is you can see out here on your left, which is going to be this receiver here. We went ahead and hot route him on his deep hitch route over here. Now, if you wanted to, you could hot route him on a streak as well. Whatever you do, do not have him run his pass route over the middle, whatever route you hot route him on. If you hot route him on a slant, that's a no-no, a drag. Don't do that. Make sure his route goes to the outside. I don't care how you do it. It just needs to go to the outside. It can even be a smoke screen if you want. But as long as he's not going anywhere towards the middle of the field, you're fine. And then the other pass route that we want to go ahead, or at least we want to go ahead and hot route as far as the receiver is concerned, is going to go ahead and be this inside slot receiver. And again, you don't have to do this one because he's already running that out route. The problem with me is if they were to blitz, and for example, say there was a blitz here, this guy's coming off the edge, and then this guy's in man coverage. Well, what I probably would do is, especially if I didn't get the blocking that I needed, and I saw that guy coming off and there's no one blocking him for some crazy reason, then I need to get rid of the ball really quick. And by having that guy run that flat route, that's a lot quicker of a pass route towards the flat than having him run that 10-yard out route. So that's the reason you want to hot route him on a flat route, just to give yourself another option. Same thing if they call zone coverage and you get a blitz coming off the edge over on that left-hand side. You may not have enough time, so you need to have yourself an outlet, and that's your outlet right there. Just in case they do blitz you, then you need to get rid of that ball pretty quick. Now, the rest of it's fine as far as this play is concerned. So let's go ahead and run it and then take a look at it. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw the tight end there, and I'm going to go ahead and rewind this and show you why that's who I threw to. Now, as we go back here, and right there, I can kind of start telling that that running back's probably not going to be open, or at least not as much as I want. I could probably try to thread that in there, but really, you can see on your screen there, that coverage is pretty tight, and I just don't see anything there. Even if I made that throw and he does complete it, probably going to be tackled. Whereas over here, this guy's wide open, and he's got some space between him and the defender that's covering him, and that's going to allow me to pick up some positive yardage. So that's my reason behind that as far as making that throw. Now, with the gun trips angle, the gun trips tight end halfback angle, you can also look to throw to the running back, and that's what I want to go ahead and show you on this one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go back and take a look at it. Now, you can see the same hot route adjustments have been made here, and this time I'm actually going to go ahead and throw to the running back. So let's just go ahead and take a look at it. as we run to play, and then you're going to see, and we'll kind of rewind it here in just a second here. Now this time I can see I get to step on that defender, and then I want to make that throw. Now let's go back here because I want to talk about a couple things. So we made those hot route adjustments that we talked about earlier, and you can see once this running back makes that move over towards the middle, he does get that separation. But the primary thing I want to focus in on is you look at it here, there's no other receiver anywhere in this area. There's no defender in this area. The only defender I got to worry about is that one defender. So that's why I went ahead and made some of these hot route adjustments out here, and particularly this guy here who's running that flat route, and then the receiver on the outside is running that deep hitch, because I want to make sure they're out of my area. And plus, like I said about that flat route, I want to have myself another option to throw to if they were to blitz. So that's the reason behind the hot route adjustments that I make with this particular play. So this one is called gun trips tight end halfback angle. It's a nice play to run against man coverage, and it can also be an effective play against zone coverage.